Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right. So, this is going to be a message for our Taurus. And so, this is going to be just kind of a random, we're just going to see where the storyline takes us. I want to begin with a colorful deck, something bold, something bright. And we shall see. Taurus, I've been suffering with some asthma. It's a little bit under control right now. So, I'm hoping I won't do much coughing in this video, but forgive me in advance if I do. Here we go. We've got an Ace of Swords, and this is my most favorite Ace of Swords card I think I've ever seen. I love the fact that his head is a nautilus shell. We've got an element of the Fibonacci sequence. We've got the mysteries of the universe as he sits here wearing the galaxy coat. He holds the key to knowledge and truth. And the look that he gives us with these gorgeous eyes is one where it almost suggests you already know. So we've got the mysteries of the universe, and yet we already know that somehow we ourselves are a part of the mystery of the universe. There's some wonderful sense of, like, maybe Taurus is becoming aware of how divine they are. Maybe Taurus, oh, how divine love actually is. Right now, that song "Boom Clap" is in my mind, by Charlie X, I think. Um, I did Taurus just fall in love like a thunderclap? And is that some kind of wonderful and mysterious thing, and they're just gonna roll with it? Or did someone fall madly in love with our Taurus? Hold on. We don't really. I mean, right now we have air energy and we have water energy. Seven of Pentacles. Finally, we're getting some earth energy. This is something that has happened. Perhaps the awareness that there is love between two people has been a sudden sense of awareness, but this indeed has been growing for some period of time. I'm right now inclined to wonder if Taurus has held some kind of emotional, like, bond for an individual, and they are the ones who are just now having the same awakening. This feels sudden, but this feels lengthy, and this would be in the Taurus's energy because it's the earth energy. Hi, Melissa. Thank you for being here, beauty. Let's go ahead and see where this one goes. We got judgment in the reverse. Yeah, I'm wondering if somebody had to get over an ex, no longer be pulled toward, possibly reconciling with someone. Once in a while, it takes really cleaning out one's energy before we can be aware of what's right in front of our nose. And I feel like that could be a completely different person who is now head over heels for Taurus, and it seems like it came on suddenly, and they're realizing Taurus has been there all along, but it's like they had to get over somebody. I'm wondering if whomever Taurus has cared about was still tangled up with some, with the judgment card here in the reverse. It was possibly something that they were still always on the cusp of reconciling with, never really knowing what was going to happen, always feeling like they might reconcile. And they had to get to the point where they literally would never dream of reconciling again before they're truly free. Because that Ace of Swords is not just about truth, it's about freedom. It's a sword that cuts, like chains, and can unbind someone, and also unchain someone's heart so that they can finally love again. It feels like Taurus has held someone in their heart for a long time, and that person is just now free to really love the Taurus. They're just now aware that Taurus has been there maybe all along. Tell me more about this, more about the Judgment card in particular. We have a Five of Swords in the reverse and a Temperance in the reverse. Yeah, I would definitely argue that this character, by the way, they could be Sag, they could be Scorpio, doesn't have to be either of those, but they had to no longer be wounded by someone. In this particular Five of Swords snapshot that we see, this is actually where like a femme fatale has hurt a divine masculine and turned them into ashes, just burned down their self-esteem and their self-worth. Where their heart should be, we see it's just stitched up, and she's over here hiding out, pretending to be all pure and sweet, but she's in like a red outfit because like a siren's outfit. It's somebody who lures people in like a Venus flytrap and then takes them for all they got and leaves them in ashes. I'm wondering if Taurus has cared about someone who was treated like that, and they had to get to the point where they weren't hurt by that scenario that they went through anymore. They had to be over it. They had to be done with it. They had to no longer feel discombobulated by the fact that this is indeed what they went through. You know, it's I think it doesn't matter what character we're talking about. I think Any character who's ever been wounded by another, they have to get over that wound. Otherwise, they carry that and they're really never done with that storyline. If we get so emotionally charged by something someone else did to us, and are we really over it yet? Are we really ready to meet somebody new and give them our whole heart? Probably not, because the whole heart had to be really healed before they could really offer something worthy to Taurus. And I feel like this character is just now completely heart healed. So tell me about the relationship between them and Taurus up until this point, because this feels like a major turning point where somebody is like, they're seeing Taurus, like really falling for Taurus. But what was the situation between these two prior to now? We had a 10 of coins in the reverse, and we had the 7 of coins in the reverse. There was no real bond being developed. This was somebody who couldn't really develop a bond. With the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse in particular, I would say that Taurus and this person, there was never any equal give and take. There wasn't anything. In fact, even if Taurus felt something for them, Taurus might have also thought, but there's nothing going to come of this. So I'm not going to put too much stock in it. I can see that they're not ready to give. So I'm not holding my breath. But, we can say that, and it still doesn't mean that Taurus still doesn't, have this person in their heart somehow. There was still an awareness of each other, but there certainly was no like building blocks. There wasn't even, we don't even see like flirtation or anything here. We just see a connection that wasn't going anywhere. We've got a 6 of Cups in the reverse, and we got that 8 of Swords upright. Well, I would say Taurus had no doubt in their mind that even if this person was single, they were still trapped. Even if they weren't going back to a soulmate, even if they had said that they were single, Taurus was like, you may be single with words, but you ain't single with any other aspect of your mind or your heart. And I can see that in this person. So Taurus really evaluated somebody, and they could just tell, I'm not going to place an expectation on someone who is clearly still trapped in an old memory. Even if they are single, that's not the kind of single I would need them to be if I were going to give my energy into building with them. So I really think Taurus just kept building their own life, and maybe still thought highly of this person, but didn't try to imagine any future with them or anything like that. Okay, how did this person view our Taurus? Now, how did they? You notice that's past tense because things are changing here. King of Cups, 9 of Cups. That's interesting because they had warm, fuzzy vibes from Taurus all along. They have emotions for Taurus. Taurus makes them happy. Taurus is someone who they enjoyed spending time with, maybe as a friend or a colleague, but they had more than that, more than those feelings. So did they ever? The thing is, you can have feelings and still not be ready for a relationship, I think, is what this is saying. Yeah, 10 of Wands. They weren't. This person, it's almost like they could look at Taurus and say, man, I'll tell you, that's the person that I would choose if I weren't still under this heavy burden. Man, that Taurus is something. Man, that Taurus is attractive. That Taurus is sexy. I feel like there's some snapshot in their mind. Maybe, I don't know if Taurus wore something that was like showing shoulders or something, but there's like a memory or a really great atmosphere or a moment that they met Taurus, and it was just super enjoyable. And they got a snapshot of what life could be like if they were with the Taurus. You notice how she's almost unaware that she's being seen. It feels like maybe Taurus gave this person some amount of joy, maybe at a party, maybe at a gathering, maybe something along those lines, or heck, maybe they were at an event and Taurus works this event or something. Whatever it was, they were captured by Taurus, but at the same time, they hadn't laid down their heavy burden yet. They knew it. Taurus knew it. So I feel like this is almost, I'm not going to say secret admirer. I'm going to say that it was not the right time for these two yet. So why is it the right time now? Why has this person had this sudden awakening? Why is it that they are, now they can't take their eyes off Taurus. Is that Damian Rice? Can't take my eyes off of you. Ace of Pentacles. I said, why? Why are they looking at this so differently now? Why does Taurus um, capture their heart? Basically, how is it that they're finally over hurt and pain enough to really have their heart opening up and have them staring right at Taurus and recognizing they don't want any exes back. They got Taurus on the brain. Well, says that it's a new beginning. Something has changed in their life. They've changed. There's tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. What is this? Five of Pentacles. You know, I'm almost wondering if they I don't want to say that maybe they've, you know, the first thing that came to my mind was somebody's another year older. So, I mean, we're in Libra season right now, but maybe there's a Libra. Um, and I only say that because I'm wondering if somebody hasn't suddenly have this reckoning in their mind that says, "What am I doing? I'm leaving amazing opportunities unplucked, and time is passing, and life, you know, I'm aging, and life is passing me by, and here I have a chance with this amazing Taurus. Why on earth would I not take action on something simply because I go, oh, but I've still got some heavy energy somewhere. I'm still working on laying down some kind of you know, burdens. And I feel like at the very beginning I said I loved this card because it's a more spiritual, mystic kind of card, where somebody is more attuned to all of the the amazing energies of the universe that are hard to explain, and yet we see order and we still see chaos, and then we realize that all those things fit together, and a lot of the mysteries and the unknowns are necessary. You know, the blank space in outer space, the dark matter outweighs or outnumbers everything else by volume in the universe, and yet that must mean that it's really important, right? Even though we don't quite know what it is, because how could there be so much of seemingly nothingness? Maybe it's not nothing at all. Maybe it's more important. Maybe that's why it's in greater volume than something. um, my point is, I feel like this character is having some pretty big awakenings about how important life is, how brief and precious it is, how when you're fortunate enough to meet somebody that makes you smile, that is so different from what they already dealt with. They dealt with something that was painful and confusing, and they kind of wanted to linger in that painful and confusing energy and continuously tell themselves, well, I got to first lay down those burdens before I can have a good time. I mean, yeah, I met this Taurus and they're freaking amazing and they're sexy and they're, you know, I can't take my eyes off them, and it's the first good time I've had or good day I've had in forever, and it was all because I spent it with Taurus and they made me laugh and they made me smile, and I saw them from across a room and it was amazing. And suddenly they're like, "What the freak am I doing? Not pursuing that." Who would leave this Taurus? This Taurus is not going to be out there for the picking. They're going to be snatched up and I'm going to be crying unless I actually go ahead and move toward this amazing and beautiful thing that was I was fortunate enough to come across this Taurus. Why have I not taken action? It's almost like this person is kicking themselves. Like, why did I not take action sooner? I don't know 100% if they could answer that question. The only thing that's important now is that they actually take action. So what's happening next, right? Because they've made this choice, they've made this decision. So what happens? Knight of Pentacles are still a little bit sluggish. We've got the Page of Swords though, and we've got the Page of Wands. So they're moving with a little bit of caution because now they got skin in the game, right? You know, now they got something to lose because they want that Taurus and they know it. Now they're feeling it. They're feeling the heartstrings are getting pulled. They want to go toward the Taurus, but what do they really know about Taurus? Is Taurus single? Is Taurus interested in them? Remember, Taurus has been kind of like, I don't even, I mean, I've known them for a while, known of them for a while, whatever it is, but I'm not expecting them to be ready for anything because I've already seen that they're kind of trapped in some other headspace. So Taurus hasn't been putting any of their five on it, right? Taurus has not been betting on this person or trying to hold on to this concept that this person might want to come toward them. So they don't really know what to make of Taurus yet, but they're on their way toward our Taurus regardless. But they are realizing just how little they know because they haven't really invested with our Taurus yet. Ace of Swords. Here's what I like about this character. I think even though they are trying to figure out, like, is it okay if I approach? Can I say the things that I feel like I want to say to Taurus, that I'm interested, that I'm intrigued, or am I going to step on some boyfriend or girlfriend's toes that I don't know Taurus has? I think that they're going to go ahead and just do the bold thing, the honorable thing, and just say, hey, I've wanted to ask you out. I should have asked you out a while ago, but I'm asking you out now. I think they're just going to do it and face whatever it is. Seven of Wands. If Taurus turns them down, Taurus turns them down. I think that they're ready to face whatever Taurus says. What might Taurus say? I'm just sorry. That's just me being nosy at this point. We have got the Hierophant in the reverse. We got the Eight of Pentacles upright. We got the Page of Pentacles upright. I think at least with they could catch Taurus really off guard because this is Taurus's card and it's in the reverse. Taurus could be, maybe they ask Taurus out on a day where they're like really busy. Maybe they're even at work. Maybe this person comes into the place that they work and they ask Taurus out, and Taurus might be like, do you think that maybe we could talk about this a little bit later? Like they may just give this person a little bit like, I'm really busy right now. This is the middle of my work day, or I'm so sorry I don't have an answer for you right now. I'm not saying no, but I need a minute. I'm in the midst of other things. I really didn't expect you to say this to me today. I just feel like Taurus is a little bit speechless maybe, and they may just need to readdress this and almost have a chance to let it sink in. Okay, this person is now asking me out. What? It just kind of feels like they definitely don't want to get too excited about it because they kind of have already assumed this person is still not healed. I don't want to be anybody's rebound. I'm not counting on them. None of that. But to start out slowly and as friends, I think this Taurus really just wants to say, I need to get to know, how do I feel about them asking me out? Are they asking me out for the right reason? Are they on a rebound? What's their real motive here? And I need time to think about this. I think that Taurus processes a little bit slower when it comes to this kind of stuff, especially with this particular character. But they're excited about this at the same time, but with a manageable amount of excitement, right? This says they're going to respond. They're going to say yes. They're going to say, how about if I talk to you later on the phone, when I'm off work or something like that? They may put this person off just a little bit and say, I'll call you at 8. I'll call you later on tonight, and then we can talk. I think Taurus wants to, before even saying yes or no, I really think they want to feel out, what is this person doing? Why are they coming toward me now? Yes, it's nice. Yes, I want to give something in return, show an energy of interest, but I need to know what this is all about. So it just kind of feels like these two have, they really have to start slow and patient and get to know each other. I don't see how this is going to be any kind of a relationship that just like they leap into a romance. I really think that's the thing that Taurus would most want to avoid with this. Even if this character is now head over heels for Taurus, and it looks like they actually genuinely are, they have to build something with Taurus. They basically have to date the Taurus. Masculine or feminine doesn't matter. I don't read for genders, but this is somebody where Taurus has seen them distracted and still in like some energy where they weren't ready for anything. And that's the real reason I think this Taurus is like, well, I would want to get to know this person with a non-romantic energy first, see if they genuinely show me the signs and signals that they're no longer brokenhearted and that they're really interested in me for the right reason. And I think that's the nice part, is these two actually get a chance to date, to get to know each other, which is what dating is all about. It should be enjoyable, right? This feels like it's going to be enjoyable, but it also feels pretty sincere. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you do enjoy the channel, please do give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe. Hey guys, good to see everybody. Adnan, hi. Hey Brad. Hey Susan. Juliet, always great to see you, honey. Brian Armstead, wonderful to see you twice in a day, I think. Didn't I get to see you earlier? That's awesome. Hey Colt. Oh, thank you, Cole. I did not remember that was Frankie Valli. Thank you so much for putting that in there. I couldn't remember who the singer was. You always have answers on songs, Colt. Thank you so much. You and Aussie Pegasus, but the two of you always, always, always are like so like knowledgeable about songs. It's so awesome. I think a lot of people are, but those are the two names that pop out of my mind right now. Goddess of the Moon. Hi. Hi, Sherry Marshall. Good to see you. Thank you, Lindsay. Mr. Aries is taking a snooze right now. He went on a big long walk earlier. Nanny Sassy, hello from New Zealand. I'm so honored you're here. Hey, Don Wan, good to see you. Jojo's in the house. Awesome. All right, you guys, I will see you in the next one. I'm going to do a couple more videos tonight. So thank you for being here. Bye.